Alrighty, today we are doing a 2018 Ford Ranger. I think this is a PX2, PX2 or 3. Now, the first thing you'll have to do when fitting one of our bars is obviously removing everything from the vehicle that's not needed anymore. First off, you want to start with this little cowl. It's only a couple of clips, in total 5. That'll pop straight up. Then you'll have a few more clips and screws holding the top of the grill on, and then you'll just need to grab it from here and then pull as hard as you can, and that'll release all the clips. After you've done that, you'll want to come down to the side here, take out all these little scrivets, and there'll be like a 10mm bolt just up here, and that'll release it from the sides. And then you'll have a couple of 10mm under here and all across here. Once they're all out, the bumper can come off, and we can get started with the rest of the install. Alright, so we've just got the bar off. Please note that you need to disconnect your fog light wiring and your sensor wiring. All of that in the bar will get transferred over to the bull bar. So all of that will need to come out and reattach to the bar, which I'll show you later on in the video. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to relocate this, what is this? The FM bracket. We're going to cut the guards. We're going to take off the ducting here, and we're also going to take off this crash support. Once we've done all that, we'll come back and I'll show you what you need to prepare next to put the brackets on. Alright, so we've taken off all the brackets and the existing bash plates. We've done the crash bar, cut the guards, relocated the FM aerial, and we've done the wiring. Wiring is pretty simple, but it is something that you're going to have to test out yourself. Now, bracketry wise, for the bar itself, the bull bar, you've got your main bracket and then you've got your supporting pieces. So these pieces here, you'll have opposites. So we'll go one like that, and then this one will go just like that, and that will support up here, and these 2 bolt holes here. Just gives it a bit more extra rigidity, because you will be, if you do put a winch on, you will be winching off this plate. So I'll get that all installed now and show you the finished product. So we finished the bracketry needed for this bar. Once again, like I said, main bracket goes on first. We'll use the existing hardware to sort of locate it side to side, get it directly in the middle. After that, you'll be putting in these brackets here, and you'll be bolting this. This is the bolt that goes straight through the chassis rail itself, and these bolt this bracket to the main, just to support it a bit more. So we'll do that on both sides. After that's done, then we can move over to transferring all of the sensors over to the bull bar itself. This is quite easy to do. So you'll have your main harness here, which goes on the left side of the vehicle. So you just want to make sure that that is set in the same position. With the sensors themselves, there are just 2 tabs. You just pull apart like so. I can do it one-handed. There we go, and it pulls straight out. Bear in mind, do not lose these little rubbers, as that will protect the sensor from vibrations and things like that. So I will get all this out and put into the bar and show you what that looks like afterwards. Okay, all the sensors have been transferred over, and they use the stock brackets for them, so the stock housings. They'll just pop straight into the bar, clip them in, sort out your wiring. So these like factory clips will clip onto the bar, which makes it a lot easier for cable management. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the grill. So this is a bit of a in-depth process next, and we'll go through it all. Okay, so we're going to move on to cutting the grill. So if you've got a PX1, PX3, you won't need to do this, but the PX2 that has this longer grill, you'll need to cut at this body line here. Now that allows for space for the winch, but the bar will make contact with this lower piece and it'll stop you from installing the bar correctly. So this will just need to be chopped off. Pretty straightforward. There is a couple of layers of plastic that needs to be cut. The back here. But usually I just use a normal grinder and just slowly chip away at it until it's nice and smooth. Okay, so we've just cut the grill just with a standard cut-off wheel on the grinder, and it should go through all of that plastic, no problem at all. And then just clean it up with some sanding paper, or if you have one of these discs here, it makes quick work of it. Now that is ready to be reinstalled, and we can get this bar on. Alrighty, so this is why you need to cut the grill, because if you don't, it will come in contact with the bracket itself. So we're clearing enough room for the winch, and we're clearing enough room for the bracketry as well, so the bumper can go on. So now once that's all been reinstalled, you're ready to put the bar on. We're going to do that now, and we'll show you the end product. Okay, so we've just mounted the bar up. Haven't attached any wiring or anything like that yet, but I just want to let you know that when you're putting on these Ranger bars, this like fender bracket will get in the way if you try and scoot the bar in and under like that, like a lot of people do. What you need to do with these Ranger bars is come in straight on. You don't want to tilt or nothing like that. You want to try and get it in the position that you want it to, because it will come in contact with this if you don't, which will make your life horrible. And you'll be like, oh no, why isn't this bar fitting? But yeah, come in on straight and exactly where you want it, and it will fit straight up. You got your 3 mounting bolts in here, 3 on that side. So there's not much adjustment in these ones, unfortunately, but where it lands is basically where it lands. So we've just finished up the bar. Okay, now with the bash plates, they're pretty self-explanatory. They're just 4 bolts on either side, 4 bolts at the front for the bash plate, and then you use the existing factory holes. Now with the PX1 and PX3, the radar is mounted in the middle, where the PX2 for some reason they mounted off to the side, and there's not enough cable length to bring it over to the middle. So you will need to mount it just to the side of what is usually an opening there. But besides that, that's how she looks.